okay, you get off, I get off.
It's not worth it at
How
all.
many Jamaicans that you know that's returned?
Vengeance is mine, says the Lord. I will repay.
No one else should return to Jamaica.
To those who do you wrong.
It's a stupid argument. It doesn't make it.
Everybody want hype and excitement and
Parking up on our land and walk away.
you know you did the right thing. And good morning, beautiful people. We are headed on a road trip today.
So windscreen wiper. Just make sure you have enough water in there. I'm just gonna top up a little bit. If something mess up your windscreen and you have no windscreen wiper in there, you're gonna be in problems. Yeah, so we'll check that, make sure that is all good. You can buy a windscreen wiper and top it up. I'm just using a bit of water there. Right, check your brake fluid, make sure it's not below the maximum line where it needs to be, so when you're ready for brakes you're gonna have brake. The radiator fuel is where it's supposed to be, so you know you're good, you're not going to be overheating. And then you're going to check the engine oil using the dipstick for those who is familiar. Yeah.
you're giving us a tutorial this morning, Daddy.
Now we're doing the safety checks we need to do for your vehicle before you hit them high speed.
Yeah.
Is where the maximum is. See,
Right.
we're at the maximum pointer right there. So we're good. And you test it before you start the engine while the oil is sitting, because if you start the engine and the oil start turning over in the engine, you might get a false reading, because obviously it's not sitting in the sump at the bottom at the moment. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Brake, battery terminals intact, and everything is looking good.
Good to go.
Yeah.
And then the rest we just pray over the rest of the vehicle, right?
Pray over the rest, but just before the prayer, we just need to check with tires. Need to check your tires, make sure they're intact. Not showing that close up, because yeah. Make sure you have
tread.
enough tread on your tires.
But you're not gonna change the tire right now. So
if you have a ball tire and you're doing that long thing, you need to start it out, because you don't want to blow it and stuff like that. If you know what you're looking for, you can check your brake pad. Make sure that they're not too worn and stuff like that. And walk around the vehicle, make sure they have everything it's supposed to have on it. You know, have all of the bumpers. Somebody that take off under the tires and jack it up on a block or something.
yeah. So it is around 7 a.m. in the morning. It's very, very early for me. I'm not a morning person, but we're trying to get on the road early. Hey, baby! Austin!
Mama.
Austin is a cute boy.
Yeah.
His wipes, please, and some extra clothes for this Austin young man here. Yeah, please, turn it on here then. And for Ava, and for Lige.
Cute boy! Watch it. You ready to go?
To St. Elizabeth, we ask for journeying mercies. Keep us safe from all harm and all danger, all accidents.
Guys, we did not intend to go down to St. Elizabeth. It's very last minute. We got a call yesterday. Yeah, as usual. But we got a call yesterday from Ricky, who is Andrew's brother, and to say that Uncle Clinton wasn't doing very well, so you know, he wants to go and check on him.
And then we had to make anyway, so we decided to just do it. We understand it has to be done.
Leaving a little bit later than expected. It's now 10 to 8. We wanted to leave at 7.
Yeah.
But you know, the last minute pick up when you have children is or where people at Jamaica will land somebody dead and land them a war over.
Yeah, family. There's so many family feuds is based on fighting over land. You understand? And it's stupid and unnecessary. No need for it at all, because I can tell you from experience growing up in the country, brother, chop up brother, yeah, one is in Jamaica, one overseas, that come back, the land share as they expected it is not going according to plan. And these are big people, it's not, you know, young people live their whole life, have kids, and one of you end up dead, one of you end up in prison because you're fighting over land. So nobody benefits from it. So it's just a stupid war, one of those stupid wars that you fight because you never win. And even those that end up acquiring the land through fighting, you know, and going behind siblings back, and whether it's the uncle or the aunt or whoever, and steal the land from underneath them, you know, maybe by going to land registry or tax office or following whatever process that, you know, that they need to follow, but doing it.
Whatever thieving means that they got the land.
They use to acquire the land by, yeah, thank you, moment. Yeah. They never ever at peace on that land.
Exactly.
They'll never be at peace. And they end up dying, leaving that land. And guess what? Stranger normally come take the land. So none of the family members end up acquiring that land. Right. And it's at all levels and things like that, because even recently in the news we saw something with the stewards. There was a Butch Stewart and his children or whatever, the local ones, the one overseas. They were fighting after, you know, the parents.
I didn't even hear about that.
Died. Yeah, I think something to that effect. So the point is, it's such a difficult and nasty situation where almost every family can relate to what I'm saying. Yeah. In Jamaica, there's some element, some
every other person I go through this.
I go through something like that, and a lot of the deaths, and not a lot, quite a number of deaths happen with returning residents, and it would be classed as murder of returning residents, targeted without knowing the details, because some of these feuds, it's and these are some of the situations I'm talking about personally, where they don't care and they don't think about the consequence, and they'll kill you for a piece of land. And then because, guess what?
You come here uproot people. You take what anyway. There's a lot of scenarios.
Where you'll have, for example, you'll have some of those siblings that would, for example, migrate, leave some local, and those local would be maintaining the land, maintaining the family members that's left behind, the elderly family members, and all of that situation you'll have people dealing with. Yeah. And then at some point you might have those that migrated decide, hey, I want to come back, right? And they're coming back to that same land that they've left without having a fear mindset to say, okay, if I'm not going to go through probate, let me share it equally. So if it's two siblings, okay, you get half, I get half, or, you know, 4 siblings, you get quarter, vice, you know, whatever the scenario is. But you'll have scenarios where one of the sibling or both might decide, listen, I ain't sharing any of the land, I want it all for myself. And it goes south dependent on the character of both siblings, because you'll have some that will, like, you know, I ain't fighting over no land, and walk away. You understand? And then you'll have others that, no, I'm the one that was here looking after mama, I'm the one that here was looking after dada, I'm the one that here was looking after, you know, bigger, you know, uncle or auntie or whatever. So no, you're not come putting me out of the house, you're not come putting me off of the land. And it start a fight. In the best case scenario, they start a legal fight. Worst case scenario, they take it physical.
They start a machete.
They start a machete war, or even the recent situation now where unfortunately people do murder for hire now. You understand? And all of that scenario. So the best thing is, I would suggest, is don't fight nobody over land.
No.
All of us are gonna die and leave that land. And in most of the scenarios, like from experience, persons that were fighting over land, they're no more. The land is still sitting down there, still there. No better, no worse.
It's not worth it.
It's not worth it at all.
You can't live a life I'll watch over your shoulder. You'll never find peace on that land.
Never,
So
never.
You leave people, you leave them to God. Their conscience will kill them.
Yeah, if
you know how to kill them. Their conscience will.
Well, yeah. So if they have one.
If they have one.
They have one. And it ruin families, and when I'm saying ruin families, I'm talking about generation after generation after generation. Because when the elders start the fight, guess what happened? The siblings, that is unreasonable, end up fighting because they don't want to know the reality. They don't want to know.
You mean the children?
The children of both children of the siblings, elderly siblings that are fighting. Now transfer that to their children. So then that generation now, if they don't put their thinking cap on and come sit down and have a fair heart, they end up fighting. So there's that separation of that generation. It's something that has a massive negative knock-on effect. You understand? For generations to come. But it still goes on. My scenario, I mean, people can relate. I didn't bother with the fighting because it's not worth it, I mean,
you did the right thing, and God blesses you in other ways.
Yeah. It's not worth it. It's not worth it at all, because I mean, in my situation, the negative impact it has on, as I was saying, family relations. It's still present now. Cousins that we should be close, or was close in the beginning, they're no more. There's no relationship anymore. Do you understand? And that is because guilt is a real thing. And when people know they've done you wrong and you're killing them with kindness, it's hard to maintain that relationship if your heart.
I think the Bible describes it like you heap coals of fire on their head or something like that, and that's to do with like and it turns you into a nasty person, because you end up living a constant lie. You end up having to be telling another lie to cover up another lie to cover up another lie. So you're really not living an honest life. You're not. It affects every core of your life, because I think a curse follows you as well. How you treat people is what comes back. Whatever you put out is what you get back, right? So they might think that some persons might think that they're winning. Some persons might think that they're winning for a period, but instead that curse will follow you. When you say you do wrong and you've not made it right.
But
God see and He know everything.
But man, I mean, we've seen in our lifetime people losing based on that scenario like that. Yeah, because they've died and nothing better happened to the land that the thief and they acquire.
So guys, for those of you guys who are overseas and are looking to come back home, make a home for yourselves, and you may have some land there, if you have issues with family members,
If you're not
No,
gonna
brother,
do
if you can't make it work with them, work together, no matter fight them. You know worth your peace of mind. You understand?
or your life,
Yeah.
for that matter.
But if you can work it out amicably, then go for it. If both parties are willing to be
to a
fair,
compromise,
then yeah, do that. And what I'm saying is, life is short. You don't need to come back to Jamaica and have 100 acres. Just come back and live a simple life. The reason most likely the reason you want to come back is because you want a more peaceful life, not a big flashy life. You realize all of that is vanity. So yeah, if you can work it out, work it out. But otherwise,
don't enter into that conflict. It's not worth it. I promise you.
if it can't be worked out amicably, then try and find something modest in another area,
Preferably.
and build up a relationship with the people there. Try and come down, visit, try and get to know the people you're gonna live amongst.
Yeah. And be vigilant and be careful like you would anywhere else.
Right.
You're coming back to do a building project. Whether it's the hardware delivery men, whether it's the hardware owner, whether it's the builders, don't get too familiar with them in the sense that you just start telling them all of your plans, all of your business, having them in and out of your place, seeing your activities, hearing all of your conversations. Don't drop your guard with anyone. You understand? That's not a legit.
Yeah, so it's a real thing. People thief land and dead left it. Gone and dead left it. Real thing in Jamaica.
And destroy families for generations to come. So
It's not worth it. It's not worth it at all. And you know what? Vengeance is mine, says the Lord. I will repay. So do good to those who do you wrong, and leave the rest. That's how your blessings come.
killings like those, again, you would find them being reported as, obviously people come back home and they're targeted. You even have some YouTubers will run with those headlines as well, and a lot of the diaspora watch these channels, as we did, before we came back to Jamaica. So a lot of diaspora watching these channels, taking information, taking them as credible source to disseminate information. So point I'm making is we have to be careful, YouTubers have to be careful what and how you're pushing the narrative, because the people that's out there in the diaspora that's watching, they don't know any different, and they don't even do any other research. They're checking you as being legit and honest in your presentation of the situation. Just be responsible in your reporting, because it can literally change people's life for the worse. They might decide, hey, based on that reporting, I ain't coming back to Jamaica.
Always I try to figure out if we should drive up a top road or bottom road.
Yeah. Which road is the better road?
We chose top today.
They'll be reporting that, insinuating that don't come back to Jamaica, to live, because the last decades X amount of Jamaicans were killed, returnees were killed, returning to Jamaica. So my argument is, our returnees, if they don't return to Jamaica, is there any opportunity of them being killed wherever they are? Because you would have, so Jamaicans are being killed in America and in the UK, whether they choose not to return to Jamaica. So it's not a solid, sensible argument to say don't come back because you might get killed.
You might be killed anywhere.
Killed anywhere where you are, because I know for a fact that Jamaicans are being killed in the US and in the UK. We know that.
It's not reported as.
Right. So Jamaicans are killing Jamaicans overseas, but
it's the way the news is being reported. And sensationalized. It's just.
You would think it's only in Jamaica Jamaicans are killing Jamaicans.
Yeah.
Or it's only in Jamaica Jamaicans
are dying. A small number of returnees who do YouTube and are trying to show their experience, the ones who have had a positive experience, nobody clings to that. They're so drawn to everything else.
It's obviously showing the real Jamaica, the everyday life that happens.
Your experience, because you can only report on your experience that you've had. And if my experience has been a positive one,
how are you gonna?
I can't change that. I can't tell you no different. Sensationalized.
Thanks, mommy. Just to get views,
clicks.
Yeah. That's unfair. That's in, you know, it's not genuine. It's negative news, basically.
But that's what sells, right?
That sells.
That's what gets the clicks.
Yeah,
I don't know if you guys don't know, the thing with YouTube is the more controversial your headlines are, that's the ones that are likely to be clicked.
Yeah.
No, you understand? If you're just doing regular, day in my life, it's likely that YouTube will not push your videos out, and so
as much as it would someone that comes up with a controversial topic. Returnees have been targeted in Jamaica. Watch this video before you return to Jamaica.
Who's not gonna watch that?
If I'm planning to return to Jamaica, I'm definitely gonna watch that.
Yeah.
Right? And then when you see the content, the way in which it's been presented, and rely solely on these YouTubers, guess what? They're gonna believe what you're saying, and they're not gonna understand the context. So there was a recent YouTube video we saw, a murder that happened like 2 years ago, and that headline.
And for those who didn't know that it happened,
2 years later, they're now watching this, and it's been told, "Hey, watch you come back to Jamaica," but not putting it in context. No one else should return to Jamaica.
Yeah.
It's a stupid argument. It doesn't make any sense.
It's a dangerous propaganda. It's a dangerous
because you made that point, Mama.
It's damaging.
It's damaging to Jamaica and Jamaicans living here, and even Jamaicans overseas. Because check this now, how many Jamaicans that you know that's returned just before us, when we return, and after us, and have any of those people that you know have been murdered?
Oh my God, guys, we live in a community with a ton of returnees.
Oh, it's a 90%? 90%?
Yeah. And everybody getting on with their life. Getting on with their life, absolutely fine, no issues.
But you don't see that reported to say, hey, there's so many communities, you know, in St. Elizabeth, in Mandeville, in Trelawney, in Westmoreland, in whichever parish you want to choose, and they're living a normal, safe, healthy, happy life, the majority. So what we're doing is focusing on the minority and making that the story or the norm. When yes, these things happen, but it's not the masses of Jamaicans that are returning that is getting killed.
Yeah, and in fact, I think the stats show that it's actually a very, very small number.
In addition, Mommy, there's a decline in the murder rate in Jamaica. I don't know if they're reporting that.
But that doesn't get reported.
There's a decline.
No, because they can't. That the news they can't sell.
Right.
Nobody don't want to watch that.
Exactly.
Everybody want hype and excitement, and them don't want a regular family channel.
That's the long guys. You know, you report the facts and report it in context, and report a balanced Jamaica, balance it out. So when you're gonna report about returning being murder, report about the other 10 that return in that same period and is living.
I've been here for the past 20 years
and living fine. So that's all we're saying. We're not saying don't report the negative stuff, but don't just make it be a cocktail of negative Jamaica.
Just make sure you don't forget, because you can get caught up and take these things for granted when you're here.
That is true. That is
you know
true.
what I'm saying? So driving through this section through this area in Reading, which is in like Mobile, so was always one of my go-to places. I was overseas and I used to think and just dream and just miss Jamaica. Just, you know, the S Road when you go up like you go Westmoreland. Oh God, that feeling, I just go back now. When I was there and I was missing Jamaica, I was like, oh my God. Yeah, just country life. Country life is for me, man. Which is why we want to move. We've been wanting to move for a while. Just waiting for the opportunity and the doors to open. We're making really good time. It's 8:38 and we're past Reading, coming up to Anchovy.
Yeah.
So that's good for us, because normally we reach here about 11 o'clock. So so we're doing good time.
Doing better than we normally.
Yeah.
Oh, we normally reach like 1-2 hours behind them. Yeah.
Yeah, and he's not gonna wait to it.
After we decide we're leaving out at a certain time. Yeah.
No, so man, it was so last minute when I get to pack a thing. I must stop.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. I'm not sure if it's a stop or.
No, she's not sure. Looks like she lost.
Okay.
So we just entered Anchovy. Fix here, so.
Yeah.
I just did have some holy
serious pothole. Surprising us already.
But just about to say, all them people that were in this Jamaica about all like pothole them and rare. Listen, Jamaica is doing well. They are fixing the potholes. But remember, we are in a tropical climate.
Yeah.
Okay, so the roads aren't gonna stay perfect forever.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
The heat plus the rain, it's bound to.
Heavy duty vehicle them constantly on the road. It's not much of a.
Yeah. So they're doing the best.
So,
and building the highway.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say? Sorry.
No, not the highway. I was gonna say. You can tell them about the highway. Yeah.
So in Iron Shore, they're building a new bypass. What do they call it? Bypass highway. That's gonna take you over to the south. So you won't have to drive through this where we're going now, Anchovy and
New
Market, right?
Again with the potholes, if they fix all the potholes perfectly and fix them rapidly, Jamaica is not going to be the same.
This
is part of Jamaica culture, heritage, pothole of Jamaica. Yeah.
Listen, we were driving through. Mobile. We were driving through Montego Bay, Hip Strip. We saw all of the tourists there, and I look at them and I say, boy, I feel sorry for them, because them not get this see the real Jamaica. Like, this is not Jamaica. There's a beauty that is Jamaica. Is the greenery, is the hill and the valleys, the mountains.
Yeah.
What?
The rich culture relating to the locals, talking to them. You're gonna get some history, you're gonna get some joke.
The color pink and green house them. And they use pink and green together.
And it goes well, trust me. Only Jamaica.
You understand? That's the culture. You stop, you see what, look. See the shop them there? It's beautiful.
In this journey, without any pothole, something would feel strange. You get what I'm saying?
It would feel strange. It would feel like something invaded.
Yeah. Our island. When you go on the motorway,
fine.
Yeah, that's you expect a smooth ride, but going through the little communities and all of that, you expect to see a little shop, you know, on a corner with some pink and green colors and you know, a half finished house, you know, with the grill around and top ready. Decking off with some steel.
Yes, what we were saying about real Jamaica. I'm gonna tell you, this is Jamaica. I remember, like when we used to visit, when I visited in my teens. When I came back the first time, I was 18, which was a long time, and I had such an amazing time with my cousins and stuff. A country. And when I went back, that's what I missed, that's what I remembered, and that's what I wanted.
The mirror that's stuck, isn't it?
Yeah, like right now. No, that one here, this one. That's what I wanted, the country life. You know, I wanted to just be around in a community and be amongst the trees where you can go pick your trees where, you know, that's
pick your fruits and stuff up there.
That's what you miss growing up when you think about it.
That's it. That's the happy place to go back to when you think about Jamaica. Yeah.
The nice cool breeze. Get your fill of Jamaica. Look, we just went across one bridge right there, so with look at papaya farm right over there. So let me see if we can catch it.
Oh yeah, papaya farm. Look at all this succulent papaya. Look at that. Entire acres. It seems like a papaya.
Listen, we have sunshine, we have cool breeze. Me I sell you Jamaica because nowhere no better than y'all. I don't care what I say. We have traveled, we have been far and wide. Yeah, nowhere is better than Jamaica. I don't care what nobody has to say.
Nowhere in this entire world is better than Jamaica. But maybe you see the surprise in us because the roads, the gear said they have some serious pothole in them. I said them patch them out.
Yeah, them patch them out.
Patch them out. So hopefully it gets even better.
Hopefully the water and settle and kind of dig down there. The issue is it my husband is a good Samaritan and they want to pick up somebody?
As if you're a good Samaritan.
I live in a house space. And normally we would, but
yeah, no, it's true. But it's just instinct. But very vigilant with that as well. You understand? If you're a lone female driving, don't pick up nobody, or a lone elderly person, don't do that. But
yesterday, we were on our way to church. This is a big one. Yesterday, hold on, see this party, listen. You know, somebody in the comment said Jamaica don't have no class. Jamaica you don't have no class. They need to get some class. Like they go foreign and start talking about class. Like
listen to me.
Whatever.
Listen to me. Jamaicans have some of the best brains in the world. Do you understand? Some of the highest offices held by a Jamaican, our vice president, former vice president in the former administration, right? Jamaican roots, right? Fastest man in the world, Jamaican. Anything Jamaica, anything that's the best out there in the world in terms of academia or sports or science or technology, you name it, Jamaicans
I've done it.
I've done it, thanks woman. So so you talk about class, there's nobody no one more class here Jamaicans.
Right.
And two things can be both at the same time. So you can
Exactly.
go to your Jamaican dialect.
Stop use one brush and paint the whole nation. You can't do that.
No, you don't do that for any other country. Do you understand? Look at all of the mass shootings in America, in the schools, in theaters. So would you suggest all Americans are like that? And nobody should go to America? You wouldn't say that. Look at all the terrorists.
Look how them a kill off the pin them in the school. Look how picnic and kill picnic in the
Correct.
school. A whole class.
Right.
But,
You wouldn't report
but they got
that.
nothing bad to say.
That is America. No, you wouldn't identify America by that. It's something that unfortunately
you only have
happens.
strength. Only have strength for Jamaica.
For Jamaica, yeah, that's true. In the UK, with all of these stabbings and even the terrorist attacks, you know, bus blowing up and tube and all of that, you wouldn't sell the UK like that. You sell it to the tourists still.
No.
That, oh yeah, your double-decker bus and your underground and all of that.
All the great buildings.
All the, yeah.
Infrastructure is wonderful.
Right?
People are wonderful and the weather is wonderful.
So all we're saying, guys, all we're saying, I mean, get this right, because you always get those in the comment section, the one or the
Negative people are just gonna be negative.
So you can, so we're not here to convert anybody.
No.
Yeah? We're not trying to convert anyone. This is for those that can relate. And
it's for those who are wanting to return, because a lot of people have reached out to us
yes,
who have a desire to return. We want to give them an honest opinion review of our experiences of Jamaica. So,
and this is the other side, the positive side of Jamaica, right? So we know people that's been back 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, and even more. Yeah, and they are good. They set up business. They work. They're
retired. They live off the little pension money. You know, they're making it stretch. They're making it work.
Yeah, people that come back and are young and single and middle age and with children and without children, and we know all of these people and they're healthy and well and alive and kicking. So we're just reporting that side as well. So two things can be true.
Right. I mean, take this for example, and to show you that our opinion is unbiased. When our vehicle was stolen, we reported that. It happened twice. Yeah, it's something to look out for. You understand? But we never turn around and say, no, don't come to Jamaica, don't invest, don't buy no car. We said, okay, it happens, don't buy Axials. You know, those are the hot car, the one that them love teeth.
Yeah. People's lived experience, that is a positive one. You can't brush it aside and decide that it's irrelevant. As if it's not reality, because there's some negative things happening.
Yes. Use a little bit of common sense.
We've stressed in some previous videos, be vigilant. Do take due diligence. Yeah? Do your research like you would anywhere else. Yeah, it was on this stretch of road that we're doing.
It was this stretch, yeah.
Where we lost 2 tires. Yeah. You
Not we, you were the one driving.
Were you not the co-pilot?
See, you just wait. I have told to go first.
When on the road, when I want him to run over.
We're just going through Bethel town now. How you doing, son?
I thought loud because of the background. Just looking outside.
Just looking outside. What do you think of these trips? I know sometimes you'd rather be at home.
You need to finish up that highway, so it's quick. But
Wake up, princess. Turn it.
hey then, I'm gonna just check it Uncle Ricky where it's at.
So we haven't eaten a thing as we left out so early. I'm not gully. People build their house down a gully. Sometimes I have to wonder. I have to wonder if people were architects and because
Still in it.
I'm have a skill for your house not drop down a washway.
Look on this
Look
one.
at that.
I suppose where they find
Wherever they get the land, yeah.
get the land, they just build. Make it work.
But then build it and make it secure, strong enough, and it not lean. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And build a house where it's not lean, it's flat. Look at this shop. Right on the edge of the road. And can you see that? But look at the beauty, guys. Look at Jamaica. Jamaica. Yo, I will sing that.
I'm not even sure which artist though, but there's so much beautiful songs about Jamaica. Yeah, Jamaica.
Bananas grow fairly easy. So as soon as you come back, get yourself some suckers and plant them. And you'll see how quickly the bananas and your planting come up. It's time to be living off the land. It's time to be growing your own food. It's a serious issue. If for nothing else, for your health. Now's the time, guys, to be growing your own food. Your health is your wealth. Too much people are sickly. With their new market, no? Or not yet?
No, not yet.
Somebody come in. Oh, I want to pass you. There's a crown. That is.
Crown, them not supposed to sit down behind no vehicle, you get it?
The boss is in.
Yeah, man, the crown's supposed to.
Alex, you seem feel like you want puke, so I forgot to stop.
Okay, I'm gonna.
Oh god, we never bring no bag or anything.
Yeah, man, I'm gonna suffer.
Hold on, we're gonna try. Yeah, it's the car sickness.
I know, I'm gonna.
Travel sickness.
I'm gonna pull over in a minute, Papa. Just wait, yeah?
We're trying to find somewhere safe to stop, okay? Alex is the S road. See guys, we didn't even eat and still get the travel sickness.
Maybe
Motion sickness.
You can have some of them salad.
We have. What is it? Must eat ice cement or something down there.
Ginger, we're supposed to have some of this too. Give me some of the crumble.
Just a sip.
We're supposed to.
I should give him water. No, hold on, Alex. I'll give him water.
So walk with some.
Hey, then Google it.
No, it's ginger. Just bite on it.
For car sickness.
For car sickness, just bite on a piece of ginger and that.
Just sip. Just not a lot, but just sip.
But in the early days, you know, it was down here. When you do a journey like this, whether either it's your grandmother or your parents, would walk with some ice cement. How you feeling, Alex?
Yeah, because I immediately feel it. So I think me and him travel with it. Travel with this
motion sickness, yeah. So anyone again in the comment that know any remedies for motion sickness, something that's effective and that works, natural, obviously, let us know.
I think the last time you did give me ginger.
The ginger work, I'm saying. No. They're saying it's supposed to. How you feel, Baba?
They said to look at the horizon. I've heard that before. You look out at the horizon. Okay,
Feel a bit
baby?
better, Baba? Feel a bit better? Yeah. Ready to go?
Stay in the front of the
You want to check it for a plastic bag or something?
Yeah, man, we're back in
Look
the
round the back, guys. Avery, look round the back and see if you see one plastic bag. And give it to Alex, please. You singing?
One more year for them.
Happy birthday. Whose birthday is it? You keep singing that song. Nobody's birthday anymore. Hold on, Daddy.
Yeah? Can't go wrong with this one. Just control a whole and defeat the whole purpose.
Yeah, we're not going through what we went through the last time. It was sick. It was everywhere.
And have a seat. Put on a seat there.
Listen, I don't know what I would do if I didn't have my husband because I'm so squeamish. So squeamish.
Yeah, I can't believe that.
After all
All
these
this
kids.
birth and all of that. Yeah, that's
I don't do. You could know Alex?
Huh? You good? It's still hurting?
hurts.
Did you drink the water?
Alright, we're gonna.
I'm out. Oh no, no. I think I'm there.
That's one.
Hunger as well. Some?
It's salad.
That looks so good.
No. Yes, please do.
There you go. Kale salad for breakfast, guys. Yummy.
Nothing.
Morning.
Hello, morning.
So Jamaica kids are manageable?
Little girl just walked past and
So they walk past and not there. Good morning.
I gave him too much. Just fit.
Morning.
Maybe the salt would work. I don't know. Somebody will correct us. So why you give him food?
Come, now breakfast in my house. Empty stomach, that might help with the make it worse. Avery, you want some?
It's so good.
Sorry.
Someone said yesterday that we're so lucky that the kids eat this way. And thank you.
Better than
Oh
yesterday.
my gosh, that is so good. It's so good.
Yeah, of course, I'm sorry.
Like we train the kids from they're young to eat everything, to eat well, to love salad. Because and I learned from because I knew how I grew up. I did not like eating vegetables, and it wasn't something that was made the norm to eat vegetable. Like our vegetable was simple cucumber and lettuce, right?
Tomato.
So aside from that, we never really eat it. So, but as I've come to love it, I've taught my children to love it too.
So that look at you. Help me out, Mama. That's good.
It's so good.
The onion is popping, the olives.
The red onions are shot. Like the flavor in the red onion. If you're making salad, use the red onion rather than the white. It makes a real difference. There's so much flavor.
Justin,
So this is our breakfast.
It's yummy in my tummy.
you hear me?
I feel good.
Hold on. I'm gonna eat yours yourself. I'm gonna eat until we eat, yeah? Okay, one more for you, Mama. Fantastic. big one. You want a long on that one? Okay. Yeah, it's finished.
Kale salad.
It's the best, man.
I could just eat kale salad all day. I could easily eat like liver salad.
Beautiful as well. The colors. Tomatoes. You got the tomatoes, the olives, the kale, onions, sweet peppers, cucumber, tomatoes.
And then the key is to make a nice dressing to go on it. This one is just a little salt and
Cayenne pepper.
salt, cayenne pepper, and lemon juice,
Lemon juice.
and a little olive oil.
That's it.
You can. Okay, you also have to clean out your teeth after you eat kale salad. More than likely, you're gonna have something green in your teeth. See that? I have it in. Yeah. So make sure you buy a mirror to get that green out, because it's gonna get stuck.
Look at brother. Nah, I hear you.
And then a bad zone. That means ain't reach, you know. That means ain't reach.
Wouldn't surprise me. Yeah, Ricky. Right there now. Right there now.
Oh, man.
Yeah, right there.
I just come down scratching.
Oh, nice. Okay, what the new roads are now?
New road.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's how I'm going to
Just before New Market.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think we might reach in run about the same time, or you might reach just before I get enough to eat it. I have to stop because Alex feel scare sick.
Yes, I'm going.
Last time we did trouble as well, him did vomit up the whole place as well.
I have some people that manage the long travel, yeah.
Alright. Oh yeah, you know, yeah, talk. I come down later.
Yeah, New Holland, that's all.
No, you know, reach on New Holland, but you can't get that here where you have to come down to. But you have to go through Junction first and then
Right.
come down to Santa. Yeah, man, see no little respect. Okay. Alright, inside, guys. And we ask now that you'll continue to guide us along the journey. Look after Alex and make him feel better as we complete this journey. This way.
Beneath the starlit sky, our love's secret line, like leaves we soar so high. Beneath the moonlight, soft touch your hand in mine, gets me every time.
Battery? A battery? Okay. Oh, so you're good. Alright, no respect. Give him a respect.
I know July is gone. You make me feel at home in the neon glow. As the leaves change color,
Bookshop right now. Alright.
We make it here in record time. We make it before Ricky, and it's about 10 o'clock after 10. So that is a record for us.